Hey, what is going on? Bush Tarot here. I am going to do a read for Gemini. It is for the rest of February. It is a general read, so it may not resonate with everyone. It is for your Sun, Moon, Rising, and your Venus. For all you cross watchers, roles can be reversed. Always feel free to comment down below. With all that being said, let's get it. Universe, what message do we have for Geminis for February 2025? All right, Geminis. So the first thing that I'm seeing Geminis, I feel like there's a lot of big changes coming. I feel like there's a huge transition coming for you. We start off with that Six of Swords. I feel like a lot of things are changing, and only the things that should be will be kind of energy coming for you. Like, what I mean by that is, I feel like there's this huge transition. We have the Devil card, so I feel like you're finally letting go of some things that are holding you back. Some betrayal, some past connections that just weren't doing you any good anymore. And I don't feel like this is pinpointed into just relationships, like romantic relationships. I feel like this is just people that no longer hold a place in your life anymore. Finally letting them go and opening up so much more space in your life for the things that are coming rather than things that already came. I see you finding balance. And not only that, I feel like what I see with this, it's almost like you're starting to see things a little differently. We have the Hangman, and your intuition is going to be telling you something, and I feel like these two together, it's an important message. I feel like your intuition is telling you there's certain things that are holding you back. Maybe just some past traumas. What someone has done to you, or multiple people have done to you. People that held you back have no place in your future. And you're starting to see things in a different perspective, seeing kind of through people. Even people that are still maybe in your life that don't really deserve your time. Starting to see things differently. With that Hangman, a different perspective. There's a lot of growth in this read. It makes sense why we started off with those big changes, because I feel like there is a lot of big changes. I feel like, through this transition, coming at the end, knowing exactly what you want. Now, I do feel like there's a connection. This could be a friend or someone you already have a romantic connection with, but I feel like starting to see more importance in that person. Seeing how they have kind of a bigger role in your future. Maybe one that you couldn't quite see before, but things are starting to become a lot more clear. Like I said, finding balance, seeing things in a different perspective. I feel like there's kind of like a solidification with this person. Because I do feel like it is a familiar energy. But like I said, for some of you, this may be someone you're just friends with. For others, this is someone you may already have a relationship with, but it just wasn't getting the push forward that it needed. Realizing who it is that you can trust with that Knight of Pentacles. Establishing that trust. Feeling like this person isn't hiding from you, hiding things from you. Being very open with that Eight of Swords in reverse. Having real conversations with this person and really seeing the bond that you have with them. Sometimes we can't see what's right in front of us when we spend a lot of time looking back. You know what I mean? Sometimes we're looking back so much we don't see what's in front of us or what we have. But I feel like that's part of the big changes. I feel like having real talks with that Eight of Wands, that open communication, the Two of Cups, really solidifying this bond that you have with this person. Seeing that this person isn't just another person in your life. It's someone that I feel like this is a lifelong bond that you share with this person. Finding more cerebral connection with this person as well. That's another thing about looking backwards is sometimes when we're looking backwards or we're thinking about things in the past, it takes up a lot of our mental space and doesn't allow for free thinking. I feel like what you want is going to become a lot more clear. Seeing this person a little bit differently and seeing how hard they will work for you. How hard they will put in for you. And the fact that they truly do love you with that King of Cups. Sometimes we're always looking at the people that we think should love us or the people that we think do love us. And sometimes it's hard to see that either they don't or not in the way we need. But with this person, like I said, with that Ten of Wands, this person's putting a lot of work. And I feel like it maybe kind of flew under the radar before, but it won't fly under the radar anymore. I feel like you're going to see who this person really is. See that this person is someone you can rely on, someone that shows up, someone that is there to nurture. And also I see a lot of new inspiration. What I feel in this read is basically, if you think about things, anybody that had difficulty with late night thinking, like I'm a big late night thinker. And I have a hard time sleeping because of it, because my mind's always, there's so much going on. If there was a way to release 75% of that or 90% of that, it gives us room to think about new things. Instead of when we're thinking about the past people, past experiences, think about that. It's taking up like 50% of your brain, of what you're thinking about. And if you can allow that to be released, you got that much more to think about the things that are to come. And not only are to come, but you can think about the present. And I see things becoming a lot more clear for you as well. And with that clarity, I feel like there's no price tag we can put on that. We have the Wheel of Fortune. I feel like good things are coming to you, not only in a relationship, but I feel, just monetarily. I see a lot of abundance in love and, in different aspects of your life. When I say big changes, I don't just mean in your love life. I mean in your life in general. I feel like it's a fresh new day coming in. I feel like it's going to be the beginning of a bunch of fresh new days. What I see is a fresh start. Those who matter take the forefront. Those who don't get left behind. I see a lot of happiness with the Sun card. Like I always like to say with the Sun card. I absolutely love it. This deck, the Wild Reflections. The Sun card just gets me every time. If you're going to put a card that says, the Sun card, and it's about happiness, if you see that, what's more happier than this woman here? Like she came out, she's banging her gong in her house coat. She don't even care. She didn't even put on socks or shoes, sandals, nothing. She's just living her best life. And so it kind of represents that card the best of any card I've ever seen. But anyway, I might digress here. Like I said, with this person, things really coming together. I feel like this relationship is either in for a revamp, a level up, depending on the situation. But being on the same page, showing up for you, putting in the work, showing up for each other. And I see some fresh new energy as well. Like I said, new spontaneous energy. Some, with that Knight of, the Knight of Wands. It's kind of like the way I like to think of it is kind of like just kind of free spirit, just being in the moment and enjoying things and experiencing things, and it's all fresh, but it's all having fun, actually enjoying life. I see so many things happening for you that I just really enjoy. Like I said, the Sun card, the Wheel of Fortune, Nine of Cups. I mean, there's so much going on here that we can get excited for. And like I said, with this person, I feel like the true connection that you have with this person, really appears. Really seeing it for what it was meant to be seen as. Really experiencing in the way it was meant to be experienced. Just enjoying each other. I mean, we started off with big changes, and that's what I see. I see a huge transformation in your life, and it's only good things. I mean, with this person, I mean, we have some Sagittarius, some Aquarius, some Gemini, some Libra, Taurus and Virgo, Capricorn, some Pisces, some Cancer as well. Sometimes we're with, or we have the right people in our lives, but sometimes it's hard to see them for who they are. And like I said, I mean, I understand this. My cats the two cats upstairs are going through the zoomy stage. They're having their zoomies. I don't know why they get so excited first thing in the morning, but anyway, sorry if you hear that. But yeah, like I catch myself doing it all the time. I think so much about the past that I forget that I'm not in the past anymore. I'm in the present, and I'm moving into the future. And sometimes I'm holding on to things that in no way, shape, or form are doing me any good. And sometimes it's hard to see what's right in front of you because you're always, like I said, looking backwards. I'm guilty of this. A lot of people are. Someone hurt you. See that pain still resides, and it's like this residual pain that just keeps coming back when it's not doing you any good. And it's easy for me to sit here and tell you that it's not doing you any good. Most people know it's not doing them any good. It's a matter of figuring out a way to move forward. And the best way I've found to do that is, like I said, I mean, my grandmother used to say all the time, she was full of quotes, but one of the ones that I never got when I was a kid, but I get it now, is she said, there's a reason why the windshield in your car is so big and the rearview mirror is so small, because you shouldn't be spending a lot of time looking back. Prepare for the future. No matter what has been done to you, no matter what has happened to you, no matter what kind of shit cards you've been dealt. Even the best, I don't do it as much anymore, but I love playing poker, and I enjoy watching those poker stars and stuff. And sometimes you see people with, like, they can have the worst hand and they still win. It's not about the cards you're dealt, it's how you play them. Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's a fresh new start. This is what this feels like. It's like cleaning out your closet. I actually started doing that recently. Is trying to minimalize, because I have a lot of stuff that I don't need. It just clutters up, and I started to clean out, and I cleaned out a lot out of my house. And as I'm letting things go, it's hard. Sometimes you have a box of stuff and you're like, I don't really want to let this go, but then you just like push through and you let it go, and then you see the open space. Like, I have a storage room, and in my storage room, it's half cleaned out now, and I got all this space, and now I'm starting to think about turning the storage room, because it's a big room, into like a home gym or something. Before, I was having, I had a hard time letting go of certain things, and I already kind of have half a gym in there, like with a bench press and a punching bag and some weights and stuff, but now I got all this extra room. I didn't even get a treadmill. I don't know. Anyway, be good. Take care. Stay safe.